Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome everyone. Gonna have us another little stream this morning. Gonna get the strumming done. We're actually almost on time. We're only, about 17 minutes late or so. So that's pretty good for us because yesterday we were a half hour late. But we still had a pretty good stream. So being just a little late won't stop us. And we're working on that. We had to set the new mic up. And let me know how it sounds. I'm quite sure it's going to pick up a little bit of keyboard noise from where I have it, but that's okay for today. We'll probably order a Boom arm or something like that so we can get it, have it a little closer to our mouth and that it won't pick up the keyboard noise so bad. But it's okay for today. So we have a few things to do. We kind of like to do them on stream because it kind of just helps us get warmed up a little bit. So we've already got this. For some reason, this isn't saving for me like it should because I set this to offline last night. And now it's back to live already. So I don't understand that, but it is what it is. So that's okay. Let me just have a little look here. So we're going to copy paste this. Try to get everything. Sometimes you get a dead space, so you have to be careful copy pasting sometimes. That can really mess you up if you're keying in some data that's important. Let's see. Let me pull up Twitter. Gonna start the stream with a little advertising. Why not? We'll say going live, all caps. Let them know. Let them know your girl pulling up. Give it a heart too. So we got that done. The next thing we want to do is, I think probably, let's see. Let's get this. We'll just put a little status message. Let me think for a sec. I got some pretty decent sleep last night, but maybe a little low, but it's okay.
Proudmore's finest.
The brain's working okay, mostly. But what I want to do is just add a little status to my Twitch. There we go. So now the good folks in the Discord know we're streaming. And I suppose that we could even go one step further and put a little broadcast. Now we're basically advertised everywhere you can be. Well, everywhere that matters, because I don't know that, strictly speaking, advertising my stream on something like Facebook or Instagram is going to be that helpful. I think we got the big ones. So you advertise on Facebook and what you get is a bunch of geriatric people. And I don't mind if elderly people watch the stream. That's fine. But they might not like it. Because sometimes we try to behave, but sometimes, we can potentially be a little NSFW. And that's okay. So we're just going to start out with a little bit of a prowl. Definitely have a little more energy this morning, so... Oh, I put it on the bar, didn't I? Okay. So I did some tests on the mic, and it seemed to sound pretty good. So it got a high quality rating, and I am definitely not going by sort of the standard that that people say where you should have the mic kind of within that 4 to 6 inches of your mouth. It's actually probably about 18 inches away, because I just don't have anywhere to put it the way my desk is set up. And I thought it would be better, but if I put it in front of the keyboard, I find myself reaching around it, bumping it with my hands, and so that's not going to work. That's just not going to work at all. And if I put it behind the keyboard, it really picks up a lot of key clicks, and I don't want that getting captured. And you can only the thing is, you can only do so much with a noise gate. If you turn it up too much, if you turn that gain up too much, it just won't pick up when I'm speaking lower. Sometimes I drop to a bit of a whisper, but sometimes I get a bit louder. But yeah, you don't want it. You don't want your mic cutting off when you're speaking. So you have to be careful with the noise gate. So I think what we'll wind up doing is getting a boom arm. I can probably get one of those pretty cheap. Not too big a deal. I was just thinking I would have an easier time with finding a good place on my desk, because I have a pretty big desk, but yeah, it just didn't work out that way. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We're headed to the chapel. We need a bit of religion. You know, last night your girl was misbehaving a little bit, and she's got to go pray a little bit, make up for it. Just having some impure thoughts and just pretty naughty overall. Here's Allison, aka Test Profile. That's interesting. Oh, for saving icons. I guess for glances and whatever, potentially avatar replacements. So, but I tell you guys one thing, the biggest problem is that the mic solved was having to move the mic constantly just to get a sip of coffee or something like that. You know, I really felt like that was annoying, having a mic like 1.5 inches from my mouth or whatever, and constantly having to adjust it. So the sound quality, sometimes I would notice that if I watch a part of the VOD back, sometimes I'm really quiet and sometimes I'm really loud, despite speaking at around the same volume. And I'm quite sure that's because I'm moving the mic around, and I just don't even realize I'm doing it. So she's going to kneel down here. We like to start with the morning prayer. Sometimes this will get you a little bit of role play if anybody's around. Don't usually wait until you get done praying, though. So we do a real simple little prayer. We'll just say, she begins counting her blessings. Just like a good little girl should. Very good. There we go. Just a little blessing. And I always say I like to count my blessings because I consider myself to be very blessed. I'm just pretty happy in my life. I wish everyone was. But we all have little struggles sometimes, and that's okay. The world can be a real bully. You just have to stand up to it. You just stand right up to it and you kick it square in the fucking nuts. That's what I do. Yeah. The other thing I like about this mic is that it has a red LED on the front. And that just lets you see that it's hot. So I don't have to worry about alt-tabbing through OBS to see if the mic is hot or anything like that. I already just know it. So let's look at OBS here. Yeah, so as long as I don't specifically click the button to mute the mic over there, that's going to be controlled by, that's local to the microphone itself. So that's just so great because that solves so many issues for me where the ADD takes the wheel and I mute the mic and I make a little mental note to unmute it, like going on breaks or whatever, a little 5-minute break at the top of the hour, and then I come back and ADD's taking the wheel and I forget to unmute it, and I have that little blooper where I'm just sitting there reacting to a video, and I felt like, who knows, I thought I was being a little bit funny, but your mileage may vary, but yeah, so I was putting effort in. Your girl was putting effort into her reacts, and for 15 minutes she was just talking into the fucking void. So that happened, and that's kind of when I said I need a mic that sort of lets me know when I'm muted. And so that's sort of the big thing that sort of made me say, hey, I really need to get a better mic or a desktop mic, Plus I just wanted that thing away from my mouth. And I don't mind having things near my mouth or even in my mouth, but not a microphone. And I'll just stop. I'll stop with that already. Gonna go ahead and stand up here. We're gonna stand up and go ahead and get out of here because apparently church isn't doing us any good. We just saying things we shouldn't be saying already. So the blessings have been counted, and that's really good. So now we're going to look for our first victim. Now we've seen her. Oh, I was wondering why our TRP took a while to load because she changed some stuff. So when they do that, when they change some stuff in their TRP, it takes it a little while to load. If you mouse over someone and their TRP is taking like a solid 2 minutes, 3 minutes to load, just move on with your day because you about to load a novel. Like they done wrote a damn novel in that thing. And that's okay, but we can't read all that because we get crazy eyes when we try to read a lot. So we just, I like to read people's sort of their little splash, their little pop-up. That's my favorite thing to read. I don't really I'll look at the about a little bit, but I don't really mess with it too much. I don't really fuck with that too much. So let's look. Rubbing the sleep from her eyes. Character is not a guard. I just like this look. Art and about. Okay. Oh, right. Yep. I knew I remembered her. Player is female 35. Okay. So we're just making our way downtown in the park. Boopity bop, bippity blop. We just boopity bopping, skippity scopping. One time I was at work and I was working, this is a good while ago, and I was working sort of an entry-level position. And I was just walking the halls, and this is when I worked at the local facility. It was not a corporate job or anything. And it was just a little local facility, little long-term care facility. And I was walking the halls, and this woman stopped me. She was, of course, an elderly woman in a wheelchair, but sometimes you get people in that aren't elderly because of how Medicare works, and sort of, it's a lot to explain how this works, but sometimes you get people in that we get sent because of how insurance works, and it would actually pay better for them to be in a long-term care facility versus be in a hospital. But it compromises us because we were not equipped to handle those sort of patients. But we would try, but it would make things really hard on the LTC staff. So, but anyway, that's how you get young people in an LTC sometimes. It's for things like physical therapy and stuff, post-surgical care and things like that. Post-acute care is what it's called. And so we would have, so I was walking the halls one day, and this little old lady, she said, this is what she said to me. She said, "You'd be so cute if you wasn't just going around here like a little country bumpkin." And I said, I looked her square in the eye, and you know what I said? I said, "Okay, ma'am." And I just walked off because I didn't have a clue what that meant. I was just going around like a little country bumpkin. But if I wasn't doing that, I'd have been cute. So you win some and you lose some. But yeah, you can't ever be rude to your residents. That'll get you, if you ever worked in an LTC, that's the long-term care facility. Also, people call it a nursing home. But the LTC is a more accurate description because there's a lot more that goes on in an LTC than just skilled nursing care. So, just a little food for thought. But nursing home works too, because people know what you're talking about when you say that. And I forget what I was going to say next, but it's okay because I always have plenty of things to say, so it's not like it matters. Here's Shade Evenfall. What's she doing? She's quiet. Scratching at his notes. It's a he, him. Okay. Hit theme music for the vibe. Oh yeah. 21. likes the gay shit. So do we. That's good. You can try to pickpocket, steal from, or cause him trouble. Oh boy, he likes to be caused a little bit of trouble, huh? Walk-ups and whispers. This is an interesting character. We'll just take a gander here, because so we've got a Caldori here. That's just, a fancy way to say a night elf. We've got a young adult. The eyes are sky blue. 7'1". That's a tall boy. Lithe and athletic. Ashenvale. Dalaran. Orientation, pan, demisexual. So your girl would have to look that up. We know quite a bit about the gay stuff and the LGB stuff, but whatever. But I would have to look that up, because I just don't know all this stuff. Tattoos. Vodka says the gay stuff. Yeah, we like the gay stuff. Sometimes I call it the gay shit. Some people get a little bit offended about that, but that's okay. We like the gay people. Features: scars scattered across his body. Rain, storm, rain. There's a comma there. Rain, storm. Speaking of that, we had a huge storm the night before last, and then we lost power the next day. Just briefly, it cut the stream in half, but that's okay. People came back. We had 6 people in here, and I got knocked offline, had to restart. The power was only off for about 20 seconds, but it was enough to cut the stream off, and we came back. About half of those folks came back. We had I think about 3 people, and we were just still having all kinds of fun. Vodka says demi is when you like only sexual with that specific person you love, which I am, but the textbook definition is demisexuality is a sexual orientation where people only experience sexual attraction after forming a strong emotional connection with someone. Yeah, well, you know what? I might be a little bit like that. Very potentially. Rain, storms, pastries. So these are just all the things that Shade Evenfall likes. Sweet drinks and cozy spots out in the world. He, him, places he calls home, Dalaran, Ironforge, Grizzly Hills. Okay, I like it. We got some art here. We'll check it off. We'll check it over here in the corner to make sure it's not, too racy. Because we can't show that on stream. Oh, I like this. You guys are going to like it too. Yeah, this is really good. Look at that. How good is that? It looks like the artist is named Sailboat. This is funny that they give you a magnifying glass, but when you click it, it makes the picture fucking smaller. Like, this is just my life. Too racy, Vodka says. Too spicy. Me when I redacted. Oh goodness, girl, what you doing this morning? You already up to no good? You were to heard the things I was saying earlier. I went to church and it did not help. It made me worse. I was talking about how, I know I shouldn't say this, but I will say it anyway. Because I'm like that. But I was saying something like, the big reason I got a new mic was because I didn't like things so close to my mouth. And then I was like, well, actually, I like things in my mouth. And then I was like, oh goodness. But not microphones. I don't want those in my mouth. And I'll just stop. I'll just stop that right now. But I said that, and I didn't even, when I said it then, I didn't even realize what I was saying, and then I realized. But this is so good. So we got RP hooks. I don't ever read the RP hooks because I don't want to metagame people. Oh, so he says, excuse me, because if we look at shade here, so we see shade, and he says his pronouns are he, him. But if you look here in the extended misc, he says not a femboy. That's interesting. This is an interesting character. And an independent ranger. Okay. We're gonna go on up here a little bit. See who's up in the mage quarter. How's the mic sound, by the way? Because I couldn't find a good position for it. Like, I thought I would have so much room on my desk, but I put the thing in front of the keyboard, and then I'm like hitting it with my hands and arms. I put it behind, and then it gets all kind of keyboard noise. And then I've got it now over to the like right side, sort of pointed at me. It's like about 18 inches away, but they say it's supposed to be 4 to 6 inches from your mouth. So we're just having a little gander here, seeing who's Hush Goob. What did I say now? So here's Sareth. I see him quite a bit. But I never really role play with guy characters. Let's check them out. So he's Rendorai. That's just a fancy way to say that he's a void elf. He's a mercenary void walker. 876. His eyes are violet. He's 6'4". Now, that's pretty tall for a void elf. That's real tall. So his body shape is toned and muscular. His birthplace is Quel'Thalas. Residence anywhere. Relationship status taken. So he's Manu Bene. Oh, that's his voice reference. So Manu Bene. Who is that? I am not familiar. I've seen many voice references, but not that one. Oh, so here's Manu Bene. So let's see what Manu Bene sounds like. He's a nice looking fella. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find, let's see. Let's go to YouTube and type in Manu Bene. And that's quite a name. Manu Bene. So he's an actor. Let's just see. Here he is right here.
I don't know. There's a series being made. It's I'm not even quite sure what the basis of it is, other than that they're restructuring it around Asher. Nick Tarabay played the role.
Okay.
It's a wonderful.
Okay, we have a good idea now. We have a good idea now. He's a detective, so his relationship style is poly, females only, into relationships, not seeking more. Okay. Interesting. I always be checking that about for the art. I don't really be looking for the history and the role play hooks. I just want to see the art. So we'll look at the Mist. And we're going to head over to the bench in here in just a second for some reason. I don't know what reason I might go over there, but there's some reason. Let's see. And hopefully nobody's stolen it, because that would just be a problem. If somebody steals my bench, do you know what I do? I just take them right over my knee and I paddle their bottom. And then after that, I take them and put them in the corner, put a little dunce hat on them. And I make them wear that all day long. And you know what's weird? Some of them actually like that. They must like it because they keep stealing the bench. So we're going to head over to the bench. We're just prowling. We might see somebody on the way. It's a little bit, what is today, the Thursday? Today's Thursday, is it the 10th or the 12th? Okay. I'm 2 days behind. You know what's weird? It's yesterday I was 1 day behind. And today I'm 2 days behind. So I guess tomorrow I'll be 3 days behind when I try to guess the date. But it's the 12th today. And so Christmas is coming up. And I hope you guys have done your Christmas shopping, because we're getting there. Like, if you got to get stuff off Amazon and you don't have Prime, you better go ahead and do it. Make sure it comes, because they get backed up. They get backed up pretty bad around this time. And you know, that's okay. Sometimes I get a little backed up too. Let's see. We're on our way. We're making our way downtown in the park. Yes, we are. This kind of used to be the park, I believe, but now it's Lions Rest, but people still call it the park. And that's okay. I see her a lot. This is Lady Adrienne Crowe, and one day we're gonna RP with her one day. Oh, she looks to be in a foulish mood today. So if it wouldn't be today if I were gonna do it, because if you know me, you kind of know your girl likes some gentle energies, and we like to kind of just vibe real gentle with people. So when I see a foulish mood, I kind of say, yeah, I'm just not so sure about that. Oh my goodness, somebody did take the bench, didn't they? They must want that little spanking on their bottom. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can find a little hickory switch. I'm just going to go over here and pluck one right off the tree. Right here. I'm plucking a little switch from the bush. I got it. See there? I was getting ready. I better be careful though, she might get me. She booped my nose. You can't do that. You can't just boop my nose like that. I'm gonna have to run to the restroom. Y'all please forgive me. I'll be right back in just probably less than 2 minutes. I just need to go pee-pee real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's see. Let's get the game screen back on. Okay, there we go. Babe, I didn't even see your WID. I guess because the streamer mode, I didn't hear it. I just saw it just now. Okay, so what was I doing? We're just hanging out. We're just having a little fun, that's all. We're just hanging around this morning. We got the girlfriend with us. So we're just hanging out with her a little bit, seeing what she's up to. She got her all of 3 hours of sleep last night, and I'm just putting her business out there like that. Look at me. But she's a tough girl, though. She can handle 3 hours of sleep. 3 hours of sleep for me is pretty rough. There's times when I had to go, when I was at my old job, where, especially during COVID, and I would have to sometimes stay up anywhere from when it was real bad, when it first started in it was March 2020, and I was working in healthcare, and there was some nights where I was it was staying up for 24 to 36 hours or more straight, and it was just real hard. But we got it done. Vodka says, that's all you should say about last night. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably shouldn't say much else about that. We'll just keep that between us. Yeah. But I can say other things, though. Let me think. Let me just page the brain for some things to talk about. And hopefully it'll get back to us pretty soon. Let's look at the girlfriend's TRP here. We're just going to look over it just a little bit. She's a highborn, night elf, samurai, Astarte, mercenary, 22 human years. Her height is 6'2". She is a tall girl. Body shape is hourglass. Birthplace unknown. We don't know where she was born. She could have been born anywhere. She lives end to end. Her motto is, I'm the warrior you've heard of in legends, pure of heart and awakened by fury. That's what I am. I am the purple warrior, Nasuna. Her pronouns are she, her, psycho bitch, the samurai. Tattoos, she's got war markings on her shoulders. So let's show that, because she's got her armor on, you can't see them. But they're quite lovely. And I think they're red, if I'm not mistaken. So her voice reference is Vi from the Arcane show. And if you guys haven't watched Arcane, like, get on your shit, okay? Because you're missing out. Your girl's here to tell you. It's real good. And her relationship status is owned. That's right. So then we got her personality traits. She's a little chaotic. She's a little more forgiving. She's really altruistic. She's really truthful. She's a little more gentle than she is brutal. She's a little superstitious. She's a little bit of a renegade. She is a little less cautious than she is impulsive. She's very ascetic. And she's a little more valorous than she is spineless. Okay. I would say she's a lot more valorous than she is spineless, but she might disagree with me. That's okay. Let's see. And she's got her backstory. We'll read it. We'll read it. I don't normally read this, but I know this because she's my girlfriend, of course, but we'll read it. And I don't normally read all this, but let me get a sip of coffee first because I don't want my voice to get too bad. And yay, now I can sip coffee without having to move a silly mic all over the place. Isn't that wonderful? Oh my gosh. Vodka says, I deleted a lot of it. Yeah, you used to have, I remember the last time I clicked on this, which was maybe a day or two ago, seems like. There was way more stuff to hear. It might have been a few days ago. But let's read it. Nasuna's story is one of discovery, power, and unyielding will to protect. Raised by a human family in Elwyn Forest after they found her abandoned as an infant, she grew up cherishing honor, courage, and love. Yet, she always felt different, with an unexplainable sense of something vast and dormant within her. She often, Nasuna Valoria licks your horn and giggles. Oh my goodness, girl, you licking horns this morning. At least you licked the horn on my head and not the one. Well, we won't finish that sentence, will we? We just won't do that. Oh goodness, now I'm all flustered. Let me just recalibrate here. Where was I? She often dreamt of colossal beings, massive walls, and a strange power that seemed to awaken only in times of great need. The Purple Warrior. Not only did she possess the ability to transform into a Titan, but Nasuna also harbored a second, more subtle power, the ability to channel pure energy from the universe itself. Much like, I was just about to say, like Naruto, or so it's like much like the legendary Saiyans of ancient myths. During intense moments, she found she could draw on this energy, transforming into a state that amplified. So somebody's trolling, I guess, here. During intense moments, where was I at? She found she could draw on this energy, transforming into a state that amplified her speed, strength, and endurance, far beyond anything she had known before. This power came with multiple stages, each transformation exponentially increasing her might. Her base, so she goes through these transformations, okay? Her base form allowed her to fight with remarkable skill and agility, but as her emotions intensified, she could ascend to even higher forms. This first transformation flooded her with a yellow radiant energy, enhancing her abilities. In her second form, her hair glowed with a purple aura, her power reaching staggering heights. In this stage, she could channel devastating energy blasts and move at blinding speeds. Her ultimate transformation was one she could barely control, unleashing cosmic energy that burned like stardust. These powers, however, came at a cost. Each transformation drained her, both physically and emotionally, and left her questioning the toll it was taking on her soul. So, quotes about Nasuna. Throughout the ages, this night elf has stood unwavering at the vanguard. Driven by an unyielding pursuit of freedom, she marches ever forward, wielding her strength for liberation's cause, and in its name she fights without end. Okay. And right now she doesn't have anything in her OOC, but in her current she has praying, sins clean, cleansed, 11, 12, 24, 2 a.m. learning fel magic. And I suppose someone wants to be reported, so we're just going to go ahead and report the Squid Shaman here, because he seems to be having fun with harassment. Let's just call it. We'll just say, yeah, let's see, gameplay sabotage.
Proudmoore's finest.
What do we call it? We'll just write a little report here. Just harassment. Harassment. Interrupting gameplay. Standing on my character. Blocking the stream. Blocking my stream. Yeah, and you should probably mind your own business. And that's not really doxing. Right? Because people aren't putting personal information in there. So, if you come back, I'll report you. And I won't just report you like this. I'll send them an email for targeted harassment. Just keep going, kid. It's okay. You want it? Yeah, okay. Enjoy yours too. See you later. Have a nice day. Don't come back. Some people are just losers. So let me just see. Yeah, we just put him on ignore. There we go. We won't report him unless he keeps coming back. But then we'll report the shit out of him. Like I'll send them an email. I will actually send their security team an email about harassment. And that'll put a stop to that real quick. Because like when you report someone, if you just do that right-click report, that doesn't do a whole lot. But if you actually send Blizzard an email to their harassment department, their security team, and you fill it out, stuff actually happens, right? His account, he would get timed out. Like he would get a pretty nice suspension if he keeps doing this, because they'll report it. And when I'm showing somebody's TRP on stream, I'm not doxing them. And number two, this is my girlfriend, so she don't mind me showing her TRP. And of course, it's not doxing someone because people don't put their actual real life information in their TRP. That's just silly. Like, why are people so silly? Anyway, I don't want to bring the energy down. Let's get back to what we were doing. So, Nasuna has a red bandana made from a scrap of cloth that once belonged to one of her fallen comrades. The bandana is drenched in red, stained by the blood of those who fought alongside her. So this is nice. I remember one time, a long time ago, before we started dating, before we actually became a couple, And you asked me, did I see the red bandana? And I did not see it, because back then I didn't really read TRPs as much. And so I certainly didn't really look at glances very often, but now I'm always looking at them. But yeah, I felt bad when you asked me that and I hadn't saw it. And so then I started paying attention to that stuff. And so, let me see. So yeah, so it's stained in the blood of those who fought alongside her. This makes it more than just a piece of her gear. It's a tribute and reminder of her fellow vanguard and loyalty she embodies. Worn across her forehead, the bandana stands out against Nasuna's rough and determined. Let me just, I'll read it from right here so I can see all of it. Okay, got cut off. Often fluttering in battle as a testament to her resilience. Its color also evokes the fierce, fiery spirit within her. Marking Nasuna as a warrior, unyielding in the face of powerful foes. Yeah. And she has a lovely locket. A nice piece of jewelry hangs from Nasuna's neck, a drawing of them and their lover sitting on a bench inside the locket. Body. Nasuna has a bit of muscle, whilst having a curvy hourglass shape. Her abs are barely there, but you can tell she tries to exercise. Yeah, and I think that's a good look, actually, for most people. I don't really like the super lean look. I'm not judging that. It's just not quite my preference. But I like a little bit of, what do they say? A little bit of meat on the bones. Because back when I was playing sports in high school and I was wrestling, I actually wrestled at 242 pounds. And I was carrying that weight pretty good. And I could move real fast, even with that weight on me. And I was pretty muscular, but I wasn't super ripped. And so I wrestled in the heavyweight. But these days, I struggle to even weigh 160 pounds. Like for 2 months, I lost my appetite. And so now I'm like about 154 pounds. So that's just a massive difference. It's an insane difference, really. But I haven't been around that weight, that higher body weight in a really long time. So I think once I got to college, I had already gotten down to like 200, just under 200 pounds. And I'm 6 foot tall exactly. So just to give you an idea. But now I'm lightweight. I'm like a featherweight or a bantamweight. Nasuna Veloria looks at you and shove the photo deeper into your pocket. Keep that hidden. Oh goodness, she don't want me showing off our photograph. I have to figure out how I can. Let me see if I can work on that. My photograph, she's not going to like that I read this on stream, but I'm going to edit it for her. She says, poking out of a pocket is a picture, this is mine, of her and her lover, their bodies intertwined. What can I say to make it? Let me think, because I can make it. We'll say their bodies appear entwined. Let's say poking out of her pocket is an obscured picture. So we're going to make it where they can't really see. Your girl is not the spelling bee champ, let me tell you. is an obscured picture poking out of a pocket is an obscured picture of her and her lover, their bodies potentially intertwined. So now they're just kind of guessing at what happens. It kind of looks like maybe something's going on, but they're not really sure. I'll think about how to make it better. Yeah, I'll work on it. Because I want it there. I want, kind of people to be able to see a little bit, but like not really have the full picture, I guess. But I'll figure out how to do it because I like that. That was a nice touch that night. Yeah. So here's what's funny. So here's what's funny. So we got like our first streamer privilege thing happen yesterday, where we got like, if you want to call it that, I don't really call it that because Val Sharoon is like, I don't really consider people viewers because I kind of think of it more like friends, because the people, and Vaca says, don't let me forget to come back to this thing I'm going to say, but Vaca says shut it. Okay, I will. I'm sorry. But I don't really think of the people in my chat as viewers. I think of them as friends because I don't like to think about it like that. But anyway, so it's like this thing happened, and people call it streamer privilege, where I consider her a friend. But she gave me like 10,000 gold yesterday just to do transmog. And you think your girl's done the first bit of transmog? It never happened, as Jonathan Frakes would say on that show. He would say, is it fact or fiction? That's what the name of the show was, right? Did y'all ever watch that, Fact or Fiction? So I used to watch that, and that's an old show. And he would tell this story about like if it were sort of it would be ghost stories, it would be all kind of paranormal stories, alien stories, and then he would say, let me show you guys this. Just so this might spark you guys' memory. Let's see, because you probably saw something about this. And I'm a little bit of a Star Trek nerd, but I only am a Star Trek nerd about the Next Generation, because I never really watched the originals, and I didn't watch any. I watched some Deep Space Nine, and I watched some Voyager, but I never really got into it the same way I did with Star Trek Next Generation. But Jonathan Frakes was like the commander. Okay, he was Commander Riker, but then he did this show. And if I could spell Jonathan Frakes, it never happened. Let's see if it comes up. So here's my man. Here he is. Let's pull this up.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up.
So I used to have a friend. So this is sort of me, because I used to have a friend, and I won't put him out there like that. I won't put his name out there. okay? But I used to have this friend. He's no longer a friend, but he was a part of one of my friend groups. And he was a big time liar. And he told so many lies. It was just unbelievable. And here's how we knew, this is how I kind of knew that he was doing this, right? Because it was like he assumed that no one else in the friend group talked to each other. Oh, here's Ensign Winters. Hey, Ensign, how are you? He says that, was that the show where all the memes come from? Yes. Yes. And I watched that show when it was on air, too. And I almost never missed an episode because it was so good. I love those little ghost stories and stuff. Yeah, it was great. And I'm quite, because this was a while ago, okay? So your girl's memory is pretty good, but maybe it's not that good. Let's see. Fact or fiction? Let's see. Fact or fiction? Yes, actually it was called Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. That's it right here. And I just loved that show. This thing was in 1997. Oh my goodness. So it was so good. But yes, I had this friend. And it was like he just conducted himself like, and this was a pretty big circle of friends. So when I was I have several different friend groups, and my local friend group is a little bit smaller, but this was like my Charleston friend group. And I had a Columbia friend group, and then I had my local friend group, and he was a part of our local friend group, and he would just tell me all kinds of lies about everything. He would tell me things that you could easily verify as, not being true. Like he just got a new motorcycle, and then you'd ask him, and not only just a new motorcycle, he would tell us that it was a brand new Hayabusa, and it was like, because we all got motorcycles at that point, and that became like a big thing. We were riding. I still have mine. I have a Ninja. It's like falling apart, and I could probably show the girlfriend. Probably like to see some pictures of it, and I'll probably take some for you today. But I'm putting a new gas tank on it, so I got it kind of took apart. And yeah, your girlfriend's a little bit wild like that. She likes to ride the motorcycles and stuff, do wheelies. But I'll get you some pictures of it today. So at that point, we all bought motorcycles, and we were riding them, and we were riding them to work and having fun. But he told us he got a brand new Hayabusa, but then he never pulled up on it. And of course, as it turned out, that just wasn't true, like all of the other 100 million things he told us. But so this is like this is me when this fella was talking to me. This is kind of how I was right here. He would be telling me stuff, and then this was me.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
Yeah.
It's fiction.
That's how
it's
I felt.
Fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
Yeah. That's what that sparks in me. But I don't know. I think there's one of those people in like every friend group. But that's okay. A lot of times people tell these little stories because, they tell the little fibs because they're not doing so well, and I understand that, because if you're really insecure, you're going to tell more lies about stuff. And it's going to be hard not to do that, I suppose. So I understand it. There's a saying that which you can understand, you can also not be angry about. It's something like that. Let me look that up. because I'm pretty sure the person that made the quote actually said it way better than I just did. Let's see. Well, there's one that says, "He who understands forgives." Well, it would certainly make it easier to forgive stuff if you understand why the person did it. But it also makes it really hard to be angry about if you really understand it. Like, here's a little story that kind of is in line with that, because I like telling stories. I have a million bazillion stories, but I have a friend, and we've been friends for a really, really long time. And when I first met him, I did not understand him. And he had he had autism, but it was the Asperger's form. And it was very severe. And we would get online, and we would play games together. And I was introduced to him by another one of my friends. And he just talked crap to me all the time. He called me Big Gay Mac Rabbit. And that used to be my Halo handle, was Mac Rabbit. And he just was brutal. And he would just constantly call me names, and he would just make fun of me. And I would get so mad. I would actually get so upset. But that's kind of before I knew how autism really was. And after one of my other friends explained to me, and this went on for months, he would actually sing me a song. And it actually got to the point before I even learned what the Asperger's was, that I actually thought it was funny. And I started crap talking him too. And we were having fun, but he would sing this song. He would say, "My name's Mac Rabbit, and I'm gay, bonkety bonk." And I was just like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna choke you." I'm gonna choke you. And it's so hard not to say his name, but I'm not gonna put him out there like that. But we are really good friends to this day. And I actually just love him. He's one of my favorite people. And we've been friends for so long. I'm not even going to say how long, because then y'all might know how old I am. And I'd be embarrassed. But yeah, it was like after somebody told me that he had Asperger's, and then I really understood it, I just couldn't get mad at him anymore. And so I just went along with all the stuff. And I would tease him too. Vodka says, "What I got? Stinky. I only call you names because I love you." I know, sunshine. We're at about an hour and 15 minutes, and I think I'm only had 2 cups of coffee, so I might go get another one in just a minute. Oh my goodness, girl, you teasing me about? Oh no, I will get you. I'll spank you. Vodka says, "Nat is like a dinosaur. They were around when America was formed." Oh, girl. You are just living a dangerous life right now. You're on the edge. But I'm going to have to go get a cup of coffee. And I'll be right back. Y'all please forgive me. Stick around for just a few minutes. I have a Keurig, so it'll only take about 2 minutes. Vodka says, "Feels Vi." Okay, I'll be right back. Just 2 minutes. I won't even put the BRB screen up. I'll just mute the mic. I'm coming right back.
Anchors away.
Okay, I'm back. Hello, hello. We got a little visitor over here. We've got the Peacekeeper. We've got, let's see, we've got Recurrer. Now that's a tricky name to say. That's a very tricky name. That does not roll off of my tongue. Let's see, but I like it. Currently friend-shaped. Oh. And it's Peacekeeper, so we need a Peacekeeper today. We already been having troubles. Other information, OOC, mountable, but males don't get to ride me. Oh, he's letting you know. He's just letting them boys know that they don't get a ride. Okay, so don't know the boys be coming up on him. Trial account. Okay, well that means, so you have to whisper me if you want me to respond. Oh, he's standing on my head actually. Look at him. I got an owl on my head. What do you think about that, baby? Do I look cute with a little hoot owl on my head? I think I do. And it's like, I got a free hoot owl on my head because, what are those little birds that you can get to go on your head? Are they Pepes? I think they call them Pepes or something. But I got my own hoot owl right here. I just hope he don't, well, I would just say I hope whatever he ate, I hope it agrees with him. Because I don't want no owl poop on my head. Let's see. So I don't know. Oh, look at Recur. This is funny. Look at Recurrer's title. He is a sitter of rare or unusual perches. Well, you could say that again. You just never know. You just never know. Let's see, I got a Twitter notification. Oh boy, we got new followers on Twitter. We're getting a new follower or two every day. Isn't that wonderful? Let me see, I think we might watch some reacts. What do y'all think about that? I ran, like yesterday at the end of the stream, I sort of ran out of energy, kind of just hit a wall. And also got a little bit of a headache because it was a bit of a late night. And your girl just, I had said I was going to do some reacts, but I never got around to it because I just crashed right into a wall. But let's see. Let's look at live stream fails. Sometimes there's some good stuff on there, but it's not always good. Let me see. LSF. Ludwig's real voice leaks. So let's see that. You know, one time, and this, I guess this is an issue because sometimes I think you see people in like YouTube comments and saying that people are using a fake voice. And I never understood that. I don't know how you could use a fake voice. It would be really hard for me to. I think I change my voice a little bit sometimes, and it's just a natural thing I do. But I could not change it to be something different all the time. So, but let's see, because here's something interesting about Ludwig though. Because one time he went on Dr. K. He went on Dr. K and Dr. K actually said something to him about his voice. He said something like, "Why are you adding stress to your voice?" And I thought, what does that mean? And so I had to look that up. And I found out that's a thing that people do. They add stress to their voice when they broadcast, but I don't know how to do that. So I don't know if I'd want to do that. That doesn't sound fun. Adding stress to your voice. I heard a squeaky toy. Oh my goodness. I got something through on me. You better be nice, Mr. Owl. My goodness. Oh, I missed some messages from like way a while ago. Babe, I'm sorry I'm missing your messages because I'm not getting... Oh, he did it again. Oh my gosh. He's a cute little birdie though. He's a cute little druid. But the babe, maybe I shouldn't say this. Yeah, I shouldn't say this on stream. But I see your messages now. I missed them. The streamer mode makes it where I don't hear your notifications. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pet this. I'm gonna pet him. Watch this. He dodged it. I'll get him. I'll get this thing. I'll pet him. Gotcha. I got you that time. I petted that cute little druid. Look how fast he is. He's zooming, baby. You see that? Zooming. I love when people are fun. But oh, I was going to show y'all the Ludwig thing. So let me get this. I don't know why I closed it. Let me see. I want to read your messages on stream so bad, but I don't want to put you out there like that, girl. Here we go. So here's...
Fuck! I'm fucking tilted. What?
What the
happened?
fuck? Your voice sounds funny as fuck.
What just happened?
Oh wow.
Oh, what did I do?
When he hit his desk, he must have turned on like a voice changer for his mic or something.
No!
I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a voice changer and change my voice to something. I'm not gonna do that. People like, sometimes, I used to be kind of shy about my voice. I'm way past the point of caring about such things, but I used to be shy to like talk on vent and do stuff like that because every time I would, people would say, "Are you from Texas?" And I used to take that as like an insult or something, but that's really not necessarily an insult when you think about it. I guess I was just a little insecure, but your girl got over it. Now I'm just pretty comfortable being myself. Vodka said, so, oh, here's Val. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry guys. I had the, I wasn't on my stream preview, but hey Val, how are you? Drinking a lot of coffee does that. No worries. And that's probably, maybe I went to the bathroom there.
Proudmore's finest. At your service.
But I hope you're doing good. Hard crashes, yeah. And let me see here. Vodka says, huh? Ludwig. Frog's not a name I heard in so long. I sent one more, but you know read. Let me look. I'm going to read this one out loud, babe. I'm joking. I'm not going to read it out loud. Okay. Yeah. Vodka says no. Fuck no. You hush. I know. I'm trying to be good. I try to be good. Sometimes it's hard. And that also didn't sound right. Sometimes I'm not trying to be bad, but I say things and they're just bad. And so I don't know. I have to recalibrate. Because once I start going down that path, it's really hard to stop. Shut up. I'm not sure what this one is. EMABN. Maybe I'm bad. You hush. Okay, I'll be. We got like little puppy dogs all over here. I don't know where they came from. Is that druid messing with me again? Because I got distracted. That druid was he was having fun sitting on my little head. He was perched up there on my horns. But let me look at... Live stream fails is just so hit or miss sometimes if you want to react to stuff, because some of it's funny and some of it... Tyler's group wipes in Sunken Temple. Ludwig rage after losing 9 league games in one day. Yeah, so that's understandable because a league game can go on for like over half an hour. And then you get people like, I haven't played much League, but I played a little teeny bit, me and the girlfriend, and it was pretty fun, but I played like one game, like 1 or 2 games without her one day because I kind of need her to carry me. And it didn't go so well, but the group was trying to vote to stop the match, to vote to forfeit, and I was like all about that because we had been in there, we were getting dominated. I mean, they were making us bottom bitch, and we were just, I mean, we were taking it, and I was all about that forfeit, and the rest of the team wasn't taking it, and we were down like 50-20 or something, and I had a couple games like that. Vodka says, carry you my ass. You said you were pro before. And girl, I never said that. I said I played a little bit. I'd played a few games. I think back when League first came out, I gave it a shot. I probably had like maybe 10 games under my belt. But you be doing real good at games. Like me and her were playing. Y'all probably see the stream if you care about, because I'm going to try to do like a little bit of variety on Tuesday just because WoW has a maintenance and I want to stick to my schedule. So I'll probably do a little bit of variety gaming on Tuesdays and Sundays. But keep it mostly WoW because I don't want to pull the rug out from under you guys. But maybe Tuesdays and Sundays. But we were playing Marvel Rivals. And this girl right here sitting behind me, the GF, she was dominating. I mean, she was going 25-2. She was going huge. And I'm over here like, -10. Goose egg and 10. And it's like, oh my God, let me just switch to a healer. Maybe I can do that. And so once I got on the healer, I was using Landshark. And Landshark just sprays goop everywhere. I mean, I was just buttering biscuits left and right with that thing. It was a super soaker. And I was having all kinds of fun once I did that. But it's, you can't always get them. You gotta have like the magic fingers to be fast enough to get Landshark. Vodka says his name, good boy Jeff, the Landshark. He a good boy. Yeah, he is. He's like a little a dogo with a shark head and a tail. And he's definitely the funnest character I played. Uh-oh, my chat's getting cut off. Here we go. Val says, to be honest, I don't mind if you want to play something else. Well, I appreciate that, Val. I really do, because I love World of Warcraft is my main game and I love it, and I would honestly just be happy to play it the rest of my life, and I probably will. But it's every once in a while we'll toss something in there. I'm thinking probably Tuesday and Sunday, I think. Val says RP is cool, but sometimes it be hella slow. Yes, it does, girl. Or wait a minute, I don't know if you're a girl or not. I shouldn't say that. Vodka says slow like me brain. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I just agreed with that, but you're not slow, babe. You're one of the you're like the meme clever girl. That's how I think about you. Clever girl, always sneaking up on me too. Are you behind all these perky pugs, by the way? Where did these come from? Look at Peacekeeper Recurrere over there, perching on this woman's head. Anita Collins. She's got her own little owl. Vodka says no. So that must be that druid messing with me. I don't mind people messing with me either, as long as they're nice about it. Oh my goodness. Recurrere, what you doing? You flipping tables? Little buddy's flipping tables on us. Oh my goodness, look at this. That's a big one. Val says the pugs are a toy. People can drop it and they hang out for a while. Okay. These bubbles, I learned something about them. You can fly up and down in them. I didn't know this the other day. I learn something new every single day. At least one or two things. But the issue is remembering them all. I'm floating. I'm floating like I'm on them fizzy lifting drinks. And that's one of my favorite movies, by the way. Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka and the Devious Grandpa. Y'all know there's a theory out there where like the grandpa, like if y'all don't know about this, Google this because it's funny. But in Willy Wonka, let's see if I'm calling it right because I used to call it the wrong thing. Let's see if it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Not the new one now. I'm talking about like the 71 movie. Yeah, so here we go. Right here. I love this movie. But there's a theory out there where the grandpa is actually the evil character and not Slugsworth. And when I looked into that, I thought, oh my God, that might actually be true. But then you read what the writer thinks about it, and like it was not his intent for that to be. But you could definitely interpret it that way. Look at all these toys. Don't we just love toys? You know, we like some little toys, but we pretty much like big toys too. I always say the bigger the better. Well, maybe not. Depends. Oh my goodness, my girlfriend is a Draenei. She's a Minari. I'm gonna get up here. I'm scared of her. She's coming after me. Can you believe it? We're not at the bench. What if somebody gets the bench? What will we do? That silly little druid, he might get the bench. Vodka says, I call the red ones succubus. Yeah. Because they usually are up to no good, aren't they? When they red like that, when I see something, I just think of red as being a very sexual color. And so when I see red, I think, they're probably up to no good. They're probably being a little bit devious. I don't even know where she went. She's done disappeared. She is a mystery. She's teleported somewhere. Val says, my chat name is red. Oh no. Oh, Val. Oh my goodness. Can you just feel me wagging my little finger at you? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So let me look at live stream fails again, because I'm always forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. I get so distracted. So Ludwig, here's what's this? The 18-year-old Gakesh D becomes the youngest ever world chess champion by beating Ding Liren. Nasuna invites me to a group. Okay. What we up to, babe? You want to take your girl somewhere? You look cute with them fireflies going around you like that, though. I like that, I do. Look at them. They're just buzzing all around. So I don't see a whole lot of anything interesting on live stream fails. Let me see. Look at Daily Dose. Because I did say I was going to do some reacts yesterday, and your girl is a girl of her word. And so it feels really bad when I say I'm going to do something and then I don't do it. Let me blow the girlfriend a little kiss. There you go. One of the few times I'm taller than her. I'm sitting way up here. She's so tall. She's a head and a half taller than me. So he's got a new one here, so that's great. Well, look at this.
Hello everyone, this is your...
Oh my goodness, Val. Val says, I can't help, I was colored this way. And I love that because that feels a lot like a Roger Rabbit reference where Jessica Rabbit says, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn this way. And that's kind of how I feel about myself too. I am how I am. I'm just how I was made. I can't help it. But I do apologize. Your girl got to go pee-pee again. I'm on my 4th cup of coffee. I am sorry. I'm not gonna put the BRB screen up. Give me like 2 minutes or less and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What has happened? Where's my character? I am very confused right now. This is my character? Oh my... What have you done? You have body swapped us somehow. Oh my goodness. What kind of magic is this? This has to be like dark magic. Are you... I know you were learning fell magic. Is this what you've been dabbling in? Oh my gosh. I'm a short little Drakthir who loves to be bratty? Blah blah blah? Oh my goodness. You are going to get such a spanking. Now come here. I'm going to take you over my knee right now. You better come back here. I'm running. I'm coming to get you. Oh my goodness. Somebody is showing out this morning. Got a new message here. I'm just reading it now. I might read it aloud if she doesn't stop showing out. That might be her punishment. Look at her. She thinks she's hidden. I'm gonna get her. Messing with me like this. Turning me into a long ears. How could you do it, babe? How are you doing this to me? I'm gonna find her. Let me mount up. We'll catch her on the fox. She thinks she's fast, but now she at least excuse me, now she at least knows what it's like to have those little short legs. I'm gonna catch her though. Playing games. If she's not playing games, you know, with my body, she's playing them with my heart. And I'm gonna get her. Did she go? Oh my gosh, is she in the church? I hope you didn't go in there because they are gonna kick you right out because of how naughty you are. Doing this kind of stuff. Playing with the dark magics. Oh, she is in there too. And I didn't mean to run over that fella that was roleplay walking. I always hate when people do that to me. I try to not run over the pedestrians. That's what I like to call them. Some people call them pedestrians. I like to call them pedestrians. Oh, she's done. Oh, I think I know where she's at. She's trying to get me to cut the stream off. Oh my gosh. What are you up to? Let me walk. This is a little place she showed me. It's down here in the basement of the church. And she thinks I'm not going to find her, but I am. Let me get a sip of coffee before I like... I've got sandpaper voice. Look at her. I was going to get you. I had to stop. I'm coming. Do you know what's going to happen? Wait a minute. Now what's she doing? That's not her. It looks like her, and now I'm back. What is this? I'm back to being my little short-legged horned dragon lady. Oh my goodness. She has pulled a switcheroo on me. This whole thing was a ruse. This whole thing was a bloomin' ruse. Oh my goodness. I am so upset. And I don't even know where I'm at now. This is the kind of stuff she'd be doing to me. Look how she does her girl. I hope y'all say something to her in stream. Get on her. Showing out like this. Just needs a good spanking. Look. She is fully embracing her trickster mode this morning. I have a feeling I'm not going to win this game. I'm just not that smart. You know, they say don't play games you can't win. I think George Washington said that. Yeah, it was him. I'm sure of it. I'm ready to hang my head in shame and just leave. I don't know what to do. So she's down below, so I have to go down here. I have to come down here. And now it says she's up. I'm just not sure. That's so sad. I give up. I know what I'll do. I'll go pray about it. Church is kind of like a duality for me. You know, I come here and it helps me not misbehave as much, but the thing about it is when I come in here, I start feeling a certain type of way too. It actually makes things worse sometimes. Let me come. Oh, when did they put this?
Hello.
When did they put Wreckful as a rogue trainer? Because I think that's the sweetest thing that they did. Let me look at this on Wowhead. Like, I had no idea they did this. Because I used to like Wreckful. And I was very sad when that happened. He took his life. Let me see, Wreckful. I used to enjoy his streams. And I was actually quite, you know, I'll just say it felt bad. Let's just say that. Here's Nasuna. I'm going to get her looking like Van Cleef. So let's look at this. This NPC, don't cover up the girlfriend. And this was done on 2020. So he passed. Wait, let me Google that. Okay, so this is a tribute to him. Yeah, because he passed on July 2nd, 2020. Yeah. That's good, Blizzard. You did a good job. Oh my God. Girl. And we got a bot in the chat. Look at them. Just look at them. Well, I must say, babe, you are just all kinds of cute. My goodness. Got your little samurai sword on there too. There she goes again. Girl, you up there past the bishop. That's just disrespectful.
Greetings.
O Father of holy light, praise be thy name. That's a good prayer. Let me sit down here. Let me kneel down. Let me count my blessings. I've done this morning already. And I don't know why my chat didn't come out. I'm sure it's because I did something wrong. There we go. I must not have typed /me first. She says, I'm a big freaking brat. I also love embarrassing my girlfriend. Blah. Yeah, I think they know. You like to show out. You're so bad. Always with the showing out. Let's look at this. Let me see if I can make it theater mode. Here we go. What's she saying now? My name is Notagosa and I love misbehaving. You know what? You better not go running through town posing as me saying stuff. You get me, like, you'll tarnish my sparkling reputation. And girl, you know I got to manage my reputation. Don't you do that. Don't you go running around saying stuff posing as me. Please? Babe? Praise be... Stop it. Stop that. You stop that. You want me to pull a hickory switch off this tree over here? I'll do it. Now behave yourself. Praise the light, everyone. Stop it. Stop that. She says, I kid, let the chaos rain down. Girl, are you blaspheming in my name? You're using my mouth to blaspheme. Weird, did you see that little Dracthyr? I did see her. And she wasn't acting like her normal self. Yeah, she seemed crazy. I wonder why she was doing that. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you acting so bad this morning? Excuse me. I'm a very good girl. I'm a very, very good girl. Thank you. I'm the best good girl. And your best good girl needs some coffee before she gets porcupine voice again. I sound like I swallowed a pine cone. Maybe I don't sound like that, but that's what it feels like. She says, good girl, like last night, hee hee, I love you, I am done. And you better be, because you just need to behave, that's all I'm gonna say. I can actually say no more. You got me all sidetracked, saying that kind of stuff. Let me see. I said I was going to react a lot to Daily Dose, and I still have not done that. Let me see.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. She decided to go for a run in extreme freezing temperatures.
Nej, jag dör, vad roligt! Ja, men alltså, det här är det sjukaste jag varit med om.
Thank you for being so patient. You've been so patient.
Oh, the other one.
Okay, now. Be sure.
Ooh,
A truck
oh
was
my
carrying
goodness.
giant planks of wood when they accidentally...
Let me turn it down just a bit, because I feel like it's probably too loud. Let's go like this. So yeah, the Dogo just decides to let her win. Oh,
A truck was carrying giant...
wow. That's the ear. That's actually his ear doing that. Like, your boy's got a heavy ear over here. Oh my god. That's an ear slap. Not to be confused with the other kind of slap. Goodness.
A truck was carrying giant planks of wood when they accidentally fell off
Give it a
directly
little
into
bit
his
of a
car.
like. Oh, and now I'm a long-legged night elf again. My goodness. And we got our little owl buddy back over here, just perched right up there, right on top of my little noggin.
As scary as that might have looked,
Just don't poop on my head, please. That's all I ask.
the good news is that nobody was hurt.
Oh, and I missed the
Yes.
video. Hang on.
As scary as that might have...
Wow. That's so crazy.
As scary as that might have looked, the good news is that nobody was hurt.
It's still a little bit loud, I feel like. It's definitely loud in my headset. We look like twins right here.
Does anyone know what this is? A few days ago, a weird glitch moved across the sky in Texas.
Yeah, that's chemtrails. That's chemtrails. That's the government. Y'all know that the government likes to spray poison all over us all the time. And I'm not joking. I really believe that. I sure do. I'm not being sarcastic at all.
Ready to see him in action?
That did look weird though. That's not actually like a normal vapor trail. Not even sure what that was. Oops. Hang on.
This guy was out
Oh
fishing
goodness.
when he realized
Let's
that
get
he
it
was
back. Here we
directly
go.
underneath a thunderstorm and it was time to leave.
I am the worst at doing this. I'm literally the worst streamer ever. That's okay. Somebody's got to take the position.
This guy
Oh,
was out fishing when he realized that he was directly
his poor
underneath
little
the
legs.
thunderstorm and it was time to leave.
Alright, yeah, that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Here's a great
Yeah?
way to ruin a Christmas present surprise.
That man was gonna get electrocuted. That would be time. I would be putting that fishing rod up real quick. Oh yeah, yeah. Cause So I'm pretty sure what's going on here is that he's ordered them something for Christmas, and they're still doing the Santa Claus thing. And what am I even saying, the Santa Claus thing? Because of course Santa Claus is real, and I believe in Santa Claus. And I feel like most people do.
Oh, what the? Close your eyes. Get inside. Get inside. That is not for you. You did not see that. You did not.
I wonder what it is. I can't really tell. It's probably something cool. It's in a big box. And I always say if it's in a big box, it's got to be something pretty cool.
Not see that.
And that's like when I was little. The bigger the box, the more excitement I had, right? Like the excitement scaled with the size of the box and how much it weighed. Answer my text, please. Sorry, let me see. What are the plans for today? So today is Thursday. Yeah, I have wrestling tonight. That'll be 5. Yeah, it usually starts, like I try to get there around 5 o'clock. Sometimes it starts a little bit later. It just depends. Sometimes it starts about 15 minutes after we get going and everything. So I have that. But before that, at some point, what time is it? Let me just look. Hang on one sec. I'll be right back. Okay. Put the headphones, the earbuds back in. That's what I like about this mic. That's one thing I really like about it, is because I can just use earbuds, and I like earbuds way better than a heavy headset that like puts a big crease in my head, It's like wearing glasses. I sometimes wear glasses and then I take them off and it like puts a big dent in my nose, and that takes forever to go away if you wear them a lot. So what am I doing today? Yeah, so it's like 12:30. I don't want to lose track of time too much here, but yeah, so yeah, it'll be lunch. I have like daily chores to do today, so I'll have to wash dishes and do some little stuff like that, but all the other stuff I pretty much got done yesterday in terms of that, but then I'll have some work to do. And I probably won't need a nap today. Usually I'll take like at least a 1 or 2 hour nap every day, but I probably won't need that today because I actually got decent sleep last night. But we'll see. Sometimes I get tired after lunch, and so it'll be like lunch and then a nap and then work, and then it'll be up until wrestling, and then wrestling's usually about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. But a lot of times we get done in about an hour. Just kind of depends. And oh, you don't have to say on stream? Oh, I don't mind. I'll let people kind of know a little bit about what I do. I don't get too specific. But yeah, that's what the day looks like. And then when I get back from the wrestling club, I'll probably be like starving to death, and so I'll probably eat, and then I usually wash the dishes and stuff after I eat supper. So, 'cause I'm the kind of girl, I don't like to leave dishes in the sink. I'd be getting paranoid for some reason. But yeah, that's what the day looks like. And then of course, after that, might hop on WoW, or we could do something else if you like.
little butt. Okay.
Yeah, that's like the little druid that was sitting on my head right there.
You got this?
The cute little owl druid. Look at him. You know, my cat looks like an owl.
You got this?
Oh my gosh.
You got this?
These people be feeding these raccoons like it ain't nobody's business. Like, what are you
These thieves
feeding
were
that
trying to steal a
thing?
slot machine.
Okay. Quite a bit going on there. Let's watch this again.
These thieves were trying to steal a slot machine.
Yeah, so they're trying to steal a slot machine. Let's just see how they do here. Okay. Got it in there. Got 2 people. Yeah, they didn't do too
Couldn't
good.
figure out why this light pole wasn't working.
Yeah, a little bit of a fail there. You kind of have to plan these things out a little bit better.
It
You know, I'm
turns out
always
that
thinking
some
about
sort of
robbing a
glue
bank,
filled it
and
up with some
the
nuts.
reason I think about that is because, you know, it's probably that I watch too many movies like Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, things, but they don't rob a bank, do they? They rob a casino. But it just makes me think about robbing stuff, like going in and like putting a heist up. And, you know, I start thinking about it, and the reason is because it just looks so fun. It just looks so fun. I mean, who would have thought robbing something would be so much fun? But it just looks amazing. But yeah, so I start thinking about these things, and I get my little pencil and paper out, and I start drawing diagrams and thinking about how I'm going to go in and do all this, and like how I'm going to navigate the laser and things. And then I think about maybe dropping in from the ceiling on a wire, like Mission Impossible. But yeah, you got to really plan these things out. And I'm still coming up with my master plan. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we'll get there. We're very patient. Your girl's got a lot of patience. We'll figure it out. Vodka says, I love those movies. I love them too, actually. Like, oh my God. I remember watching the first one in theaters, and I went with a group of friends, and that movie was, that was such a great movie. I think it started with, was it Ocean's 11, then Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13? How far did it go? I don't remember. But I watched all of them. And they were great.
He put a regular piece of paper in his bed to see how he would react.
Oh my goodness. I think he said a regular piece of paper, right? That kitty's acting like it's tinfoil.
See how he would react.
Oh. Okay. Look here. She's very impressed. She's either, it's hard to tell if she's impressed or if she's disgusted. You know, the camera's a little bit blurry. But I see people, I go to the gym sometimes, maybe once or twice a week. I have a membership to Planet Fitness. And the reason I go there is just because your girl likes to save money, and it's only like $10 a month. And so, but they don't have free weights. And I kind of, you know, am used to like doing free weight stuff. But yeah, it's a minor complaint. It's not that big a deal, but they do have dumbbells. But sometimes I see people doing stuff like showing out in the gym, like doing handstand push-ups on dumbbells. And I just think, oh my God, what if you fall? Do you know you'll never be able to show your face again? Like, you look cool right now and you're such a little athlete, but if you fall, you know, you're going to eat that floor. That floor is going to take good care of your face. But yeah, he's good at jumping rope.
This photographer was trying to get some good nature video footage when this happened. I can't tell which bird is more angry.
Hang on. Kind of missed that.
I can't tell which bird is more angry.
Oh my goodness. You know, at first, I thought the video was going backwards. Vodka says feels vi. I'm just trying to get my mind around this video.
This poor little guy doesn't know how wheels work.
You know, sometimes I watch a video and I'm supposed to be reacting and people say, why didn't you react to that clip? And I'm like, guys, don't you know that the lack of a reaction is also a reaction? So I could just sit here and watch the whole video and say, hey, guess what? I did react to it because I just didn't say anything. Vodka says, I sent you one last message, but absolutely no reading out loud. Okay. Now, do you know how bad that makes me want to read it out loud? Maybe you shouldn't have said that, because I might do it. You just never know when I'm going to have one of those moments where I just like go straight naughty mode. Let me see. Oh my goodness. What have you sent me? This is really something. Let me just pull this over and show it on stream. Yeah, I'm just going to drag this over here. Hang on, guys. I'm just pulling it over now. Here we go. Just coming over here. We're just going right here. Here we go. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But let me put this on so I can, and we'll come back. Oh boy.
This kangaroo is trying to drown this guy's dog.
Okay. Okay, so I read the whole thing. It took me a sec to read that. So we're going to come back here. Let's go. Okay, this is about where we were right here. So let's watch the hamster thing.
Poor little guy, he doesn't know how wheels work.
Well, I mean, can you blame him though? Wheels are kind of complicated. You know, it took us a long time to come up with those. Yeah, I struggle with wheels. I'm not afraid to admit it. You know, if somebody asked me, like if the teacher said, anybody struggle with wheels, I'd put my hand up. They're complicated. Oh my God, what did he say, because of you? Oh. That's probably his girlfriend. I'm going to just go ahead and say, when you see a man acting like this, when you see this, that's because his girlfriend's done something. She's probably just tripping, and she's just messing his day up. Got him, you know, knocking the restaurant posters down and stuff. Getting him in all kind of... That's what my girlfriend does to me anyway. Getting me messed up like this. If it wasn't for her, I would just be having an ordinary life. You know, I would just be going along. Everything would be so dandy. I wouldn't get in no trouble. You know, it would just be sunshine and rainbows. But here, when she comes along, y'all see what happens.
This kangaroo is trying to drown this guy's dog.
I'm gonna punch your head in. Look at my dog.
Oh yeah. I was just talking about this the other day.
Drown this guy's dog.
Kangaroos are always trying to drown dogs, aren't they?
I'm gonna punch your head in. Look at my dog.
Look how jacked that kangaroo is.
Merry Christmas.
Vodka says hush.
This poor cat doesn't know how to drink water.
But that might be an old message, because sometimes I read a message and I forget that I read it.
This is called
Look at that.
Fly,
And you know what?
a flying mantis that looks like...
Look at this.
This is called...
I do this in the morning. The first thing I do in the morning, so just a little tiny story, is when I go in the kitchen in the morning, so I get up, and the first thing I do is I have to like press my kitty cat alarm clock, because he'll be outside the door like trying to claw and paw up under the door. He'll grab the rug, snatch it, make it beat against the door until I get up. So I have to always get up at 8 o'clock a.m. because my alarm clock goes off, but my second alarm is my kitty cat. And so I'm going to tell you guys right now, he does not have a snooze button. Okay, you can't do that with a cat. And so he'll just beat my door down. And so I have to get up. And I go through the kitchen. I go ahead and grab a protein bar out of the closet, throw it on the table. I go ahead and stick the coffee cup under the Keurig thing and press the button because I have it set to start at 8 a.m. So it's on. And then I start like my routine of like feeding them and stuff. But one thing I do is I also turn the water and the kitchen faucet on and like a little drip like this, because my kitty cat likes to get up there and get a little drink of fresh water like that. And he's so funny because he'll stick his paw under there and start pawing at it. He'll splash it all over himself, and he'll get some in his paw and bring it to his mouth and lick it like he's drinking it. And it's just the cutest thing. But he doesn't do all this. My little Chester doesn't go quite this far. So yeah, he's not into like getting it on his head and stuff.
This is called
Bless his heart.
Fly, which is a type of flying mantis that looks like a wasp.
He's completely harmless, as it turns out. Looks really ominous, but pretty harmless. And is pretty chill too.
So apparently it's not uncommon for food vendors in Thailand to remain open during major flooding. Uncommon for food.
And is pretty chill too.
So apparently it's not uncommon for food vendors in Thailand to remain open during major flooding.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, they seem pretty unbothered by it.
I think this pigeon might be a little too close.
I mean, as long as the food's not getting wet, big deal. Yeah, that pigeon. Look at that. Is it just me, or is like he's getting a little singed right here? But he's getting very warm. You can say that about him. That's a big bird. Oh, it's fake. Or it's a piece of art. Wow, what is that? Never seen that before. Okay. That's pretty wild, actually. There was a naked Barbie doll in there. See that? Little naked Barbie doll just chilling.
That's enough, Rocky. Back away from the water.
Aww.
I have never seen a cat with bad posture before.
See, here goes Mr. Daily Dose again, not knowing anything about cats. I can just tell you every morning my cat gets up on the table, and my Chester, he's a little bit fancy. He likes to drink. I have him his own little, it's like a fancy glass that he drinks out of, and I fill that up every day for him, but he won't drink water. If you put the bowl on the floor, he won't drink it. Okay, he's way too fancy and spoiled for that. So he has to have his own little fancy glass sitting up on the table. But every morning he sits up there, and let me just tell you right now, you think this is something? No, you should see what Chester could do. Chester looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, okay? So Mr. Daily Dose, if you ever watch this, get yourself a cat, mister, because you got to learn about them cats.
Today we're going to be making churros. All right, they're looking pretty fire. Let's go. I'm going to get the biggest one, so it better taste good.
Some biking schools use a training wheel device to teach people how to safely do a wheelie.
Yeah. That's not how I learned. Okay. I know I was talking about having a motorcycle earlier, and I got to remember to take a picture of it, or a few pictures. It's kind of in pieces right now because I'm putting a new gas tank on it. I just need to order one. They're kind of expensive though. The thing is, you can get a tank off eBay for like $250, but it's going to be all dented up. But like if you want an OEM part, they're $600 or $700. So I've been putting it off for just a bit because, I mean, it is kind of too cold to ride right now. But that's not how I learned. Let me tell you how your girl learned. She learned by winding up on her ass a bunch of times. That's kind of how she learned. And that's kind of how your girl learned all her lessons. Is she sort of just winded up on her ass until she stopped doing that. I'm a little bit hard-headed.
This horse wanted to join in with making a snow angel.
Oh, look at this. Would you just look at it? I want to see that again. That's just cute. That's a good horsey. That's a good boy.
There it is.
Oh.
I have never seen a cat experience enlightenment before.
Well, there's a first, yeah. I'll tell you this, there's a lot of videos of people with their smelly feet and their cat smelling them, and then the kitty cat makes that face. So really what we can kind of learn from this is that people kind of need to wash their feet a little bit more. You got to really wash those things. I think a lot of people just let the water run on them. But you know, you got to get them clean. Oh, okay. Let's see again. I always appreciate the athleticism. Yeah. That's quite some talent, actually.
This is probably the most talented thing you'll see today.
Okay. Wow. Let me just see that again. That's impressive. Vaca says, okay, now I done. What's she up to? Oh, she's been up to other things. That's why she's been quiet. I'm just trying to figure out how to get her to behave because nothing I do seems to work. My goodness. And I read the whole thing too. So you can just imagine what I'm going to stop right now, actually. She says, at least I tell you about it. I could not tell you. Well, I like it when you tell me. But you making me all a mess over here. Let me see. Where was I at? Oh yeah, here's the kids with the Rubik's Cube. We saw that. Okay, now we got the turkey. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you got to fill his bowl. Put some turkey in that boy's bowl. He needs some turkey.
I think I now want a baby rooster.
Okay, so here's Daily Dose again, talking about things and getting it all twisted up. Let me just listen to what he says here.
I want a baby rooster. I think I now want a baby rooster.
Yeah, so he says he wants a baby rooster. Okay, let me tell you all the reasons why you don't want one. Because they are capricious little things, and sometimes they're cute and cuddly. But sometimes they will try to claw your eyes out. It's called flogging. And they will flog you because, I'm not sure, I think I told this story, but it's worth telling again. So one time, my neighbor, before they moved in, there was a big pond across the street. And, well, it's not really. It's a dirt road, so I guess a dirt road can be a street. I don't know. I don't know these things. But anyway, so it was across the road, let's just call it. And I used to go over there. I used to like to do things that, like fishing and stuff like that. And I don't do that a whole lot anymore. But I used to go over there and do that. And one day I went over and I found a baby duck. And he was just he just swam right up to me. And so I took him in. And I let him just kind of hang around the yard, and he free ranged for a good while. And actually, as she started laying eggs, I named it Ducky. And I actually started eating those eggs too, because they were like way bigger than chicken eggs, and they taste just as good. Like when she was grown, her eggs was probably 3 times or more the size of a normal large chicken egg. And then one day, after I kind of got used to having her and stuff, I was feeding her, and I went to Tractor Supply to get some stuff. I was giving her chicken feed, and she was loving that. But they had biddies in there, and so your girl went and got herself like 5 or 6 biddies, and I made a little pen for them. And I put Ducky in the pen with them, but they started kind of bullying Ducky, and so I made a little separated the pens a little bit. But as the chickens grew up, and this is the thing about chickens, is it's hard to tell which ones are roosters and which ones are hens. And I thought I had all hens, but one of them was a rooster, and that thing was mean as a fucking little demon. And so I actually wound up giving him to my uncle, but then I kept the rest of the hens, and I had them for about 5 years. So your girl didn't have to buy eggs for 5 years. She had duck eggs and chicken eggs, but I did have to buy the feed. And it's probably actually cheaper just to buy your eggs at Walmart. Vodka says, I could not tell you. But it's probably actually cheaper to buy your eggs at Walmart because the feed's kind of expensive. So anyway, it was just cool having that. And so, but one day, I got a predator, and I didn't know what it was, but I think it was a weasel, but it wound up killing all of them eventually. I couldn't figure out how to stop it. I even closed the pen in, but that didn't stop it. So whatever it was, it still got them. But for 5 years, I think it was about 5 years, I had some chickens, and that was cool. But roosters suck. So Mr. Daily Dose, you don't want a rooster. They will flog you. They don't care. Okay, you can have like 5 good days in a row with a rooster, and then you go in the pen that next day, and he's like trying to rip your eyes out.
I have never seen someone run in lowercase before.
That's certainly one way to do it. Probably kind of fun too.
I have never seen someone run in lowercase before. So this is pretty cool. The oldest albatross in the world is 74 years old and is about to become a mom again.
Really? Is that possible? Let me just Google, because I never heard no bird being 74 years old. Albatross lifespan, 50 years, so I guess they could make it, yeah. Yeah, my goodness. I learn something new every day. Freaking 74-year-old bird. Put that thing in a nursing home.
This poor seal only has 2 brain cells.
Oh my goodness.
These robots are being...
Yeah, so that's funny. So I think he actually falls in the water. And you know what they say? This is the perfect example of you reap what you sow. And I kind of like how... I think the Joker said it to Murray. If you guys have seen that movie, The Joker, he says, you reap what you fucking sow.
Are being used in parking lots in China to deal with...
But that was a good movie, and I haven't seen the what is it called? The new Joker movie. It's something, I can't even say it. The new Joker movie. It's Filet et Ducks, or Dukes, however you say that. And I've been wanting to see that because I really like the first one.
Jobs.
I tell you, I like that Joaquin Phoenix. I like him a lot. He's a real good actor.
That is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Okay. That's the end of that video. And I still got a little bit of energy left in me. I'm kind of surprised. But let me just run to the bathroom real quick. Don't go anywhere, guys. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Let's see. So we did a react. We didn't really get into any role play today. We read some, excuse me. Sound like I swallowed a fucking porcupine. At least that's how it feels. Oh, it still feels like that. Okay. Get a little coffee going. Let's see. What did I miss? I miss anything? No. Let's see. So yeah, we read some, we started off, we read some TRPs, and then the girlfriend hopped on. We played with her a little bit. Then we did some reacts. One person was kind of worried that we were maybe doxing people by reading the TRPs, but that's not really how that works. I think basically, here's one thing about it, like people are putting sort of information in their TRP, right? And if I'm not mistaken, there's somewhere around 100,000 people on this server. Okay, so that information is very public to anybody that mouses over it. And I don't know, I definitely don't have 100,000 people watching my stream, so it's kind of not really. And most of that information is not real life stuff. People aren't putting their addresses there, are they? Or their credit card numbers or anything like that. They're not putting their phone numbers in there. You know, so we're not doxing anybody. So that one person just had a concern. But that's okay. Then we had some reacts, and that was nice. I enjoy reacting to Daily Dose. We're just kind of hanging out now. I could maybe do some more reacts, but I think we'll just kind of look at them. Or maybe I'll look over live stream fails here a bit. Vay explains to Soda why they need to buy a new appliance. Let's see what this is. Because
have you smelled your...
Oh goodness, a little bit loud. This is something everybody probably knows about me, but I really like Soda Pop, and I like him and Vebe especially. I just kind of like how they are with each other. Let's see. Let's just watch this real quick.
Your chair? Like ever at any point?
Yeah, I probably have. I just don't remember it, so it didn't stand out, but I would imagine I have.
Okay, because here's the deal, right? You can't judge me for this. But this chatter said that he got his girlfriend or some shit a joke candle that smells like swamp ass, and I asked him, how does it smell? So he told me to smell my chair, and yeah, we need a steam cleaner.
Yeah, he got you good, Vay. He got you good, girl. That chatter lit you up.
And yeah, we need a steam cleaner bad.
It's funny because she says they need a steam cleaner. Oh my goodness, Vay. Girl, what you talking about? I like Vebe. I like Vebe and I like Soda Poppin'. Let's see. Tyler 1 gets caught cheating on stream. Bless his heart. Val says chill vibes. Yeah. Let's see. Poe Belcher eloquently explains the skill difference between him and Ludwig. Okay, watch that.
I
don't know. I sometimes feel like if you were playing this game, you would have done the same fucking shit. You would have died. You would have lost.
Ludwig, I would fucking dog walk all these players with one hand tied behind my back and my eyes blindfolded, playing with my feet on 0 hours of sleep with my monitor off.
This is impossible.
Yeah, he could probably do it. But then again, I have no idea because I don't really watch League too much, so I don't know who's like really good and who's not. So disgusting accident. I suppose I watch it a little bit, like if Emiru plays it. Val says I never got into League. Yeah. It's one of those things, like if I play it with the girlfriend, I'm having fun, but if I try to play it by myself, it's just, yeah, she makes it fun for me. So yeah, I tried to do a couple games like just sort of solo, and it just didn't do anything for me. Val says playing with friends is always better. 100. Yes. Yes, friends make everything better. Like everything. Seer discovers the PoE skill tree. Let's have a look.
All right. What's this? 8% increased spell damage. Minions deal 8% increased damage. Okay, 10% plus 10 to maximum energy shield. Oh, come on. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
this is so nerdy.
Yeah, okay. So this is my, like, this is what gets me about the difference between Diablo. Let's say like the more modern versions of Diablo, like Diablo 3 and then 4, okay? It's like, I remember going from, I was playing Diablo 3 and like they finally got that thing going a little bit. They got rid of that real money store. And that's sort of when I started playing it. And I actually got into it a bit and I thought, well, it could use a little bit more complexity. And because everything was tied to the armor, and it required you to get set bonuses. And I played Diablo 2, and so it used to be that you had like a bit of a skill tree. You know, it wasn't insanity, but like the power was sort of tied to the player and not, or more to the player and not the armor. And then I decided, my dumb ass decided to go look at PoE, and yeah, I'm like Seer here. I pulled that thing up and I opened that skill tree, and it just blew my little fucking eyes right out, and I didn't even know what happened. Yeah, I had little cindering coals in my eye sockets from when I saw this thing, and I thought, oh my god, you what? Val says PoE is wild. I mean, it's something else, let me tell you. Oh my god. And so, but I gave it a try. I tried, but it was just so much stuff. And then what I wound up doing, because it was so much to read and it was so complex and everything was tied to this and tied to that, I just downloaded a build off the website. And I hate doing that kind of stuff, but it was just so complex that I wasn't about to sit there for 5 hours figuring that out. Like, you think you girls gonna get a calculator out? Like, you think I'm gonna start like drawing on a whiteboard trying to figure this out? Good Lord, no. I ain't doing all that. Ain't no way. Your girl values her time. But I always just wish that there was sort of a in-between. You know, why can't we have a nice skill tree you know, something between Diablo and something like PoE. That's where I would want to live. A little bit of complexity, but not too much. But look at Seer. He's having a similar response to me. Like, he pulls this thing open.
Spell damage. Minions deal 8% increased damage, okay? 10% plus 10 to maximum energy shield. Oh, come on. Oh my god.
Yeah. Zoom back in. Just zoom in.
This is so nerdy. Go the fuck outside, bro. Go the fuck outside, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, go to school. So what I would need to do in order to play PoE, probably PoE 2, is I need to go back to school and like maybe get a degree in mathematics or rocket science, some kind of PhD, and then maybe come back and try it. I'd probably have a better experience, but yeah, not for me. Let's see. Zazaran dies to Crypt. Yeah, that's PoE stuff. What I'm really, like, the thing I'm really looking forward to is that they put that, look at this. So let me show you guys this. This is what I'm over here waiting on. Let me just pull this up for you. Let me get this over here for you. The housing teaser, World of Warcraft. They're finally doing it. Yeah. Look at that. The only thing that kills me is that it'll be next expansion. So we gotta wait probably a good year, a little over, maybe close to a year and a half probably. But you know what? I'm okay with that because I'm just so ready. Like, we got garrisons. Garrison's okay, but you know, having an actual house and being able to really decorate it, and I hope they kind of nail this. You know, they really need to get this right, because when they did garrisons, I remember Corey Stockton, who's like one of the designers, I remember him saying that this was sort of their soft attempt at it, and he said that at BlizzCon. But obviously they sort of went the wrong direction with making a lot of stuff tied to it, like gameplay stuff, like, what was it, the missions and all that, and people kind of got burnt out with that a bit. Val says player housing only 20 years in the making. Like, good God, Val, tell me about it. Like, oh, how did it take this long? I just don't know. Because a lot of, like, most MMOs come out with that now. Val says, I hope it doesn't go the way of the dance studio. Oh my goodness. And that's something I still want, because I remember people talking about that, but I never really looked into it, so I don't know what all they were going to do. But the way I would have the way I was sort of thinking about what it was going to be was like maybe you could like mix and match parts of a dance or something, or kind of design your own dance. But I never really got to look into it too much, but I wish you could do that, because I mean, I'm okay with the girl human dance or whatever, but it could have really, you know. Val says it got scrapped in Wrath of the Lich King or Cataclysm. Let's see. I wonder if I can find something about it. Let's see. Val Dance Studio. So Wowpedia has a little piece on it. So let me shrink this down, because you don't want to cover your girlfriend up. You got a nice looking girlfriend, you don't want to cover her up. Let's see. The dance studio was scrapped. A scrap feature from World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King that would have allowed players to customize their dance animation. The feature gained infamy as it was advertised in the expansion's marketing, but was never... And see, that was sort of back in the day when I didn't really read about the game. I didn't read that much about it. Like, I read class guides, but I never kept up with like the latest news and stuff. So I was always sort of behind the times with what was going on with the game, you know. But it was never actually implemented due to the amount of animation work required, and is often jokingly referenced in fan discussions about canceled features from other expansions. Yeah. Val says, I was so sad when it was scrapped. I bet you were. Bless your heart. I'm sad now that we still don't have it. I just hate that. Because I would like to be able to mix my dance up a little bit. You know what else I would like? I would like a height slider, a boob slider, a butt slider. I would like to have high heels in the game. Change lipstick, change toenail color, change fingernail color, fingernail length, French tips, whatever. Extended eyelashes. Vodka says, I'm sad too. Yeah, babe. Val says, all the slides. Yes, all of the slides. Please. All the things, all the slides. So they announced it in BlizzCon 2007. Alongside changeable hairstyles. Corey Stockton, I was just talking about him. He's been on the game for a long time, and I think he's still around. He has an NPC named after him as well. He's a really good game designer. Him and Kevin Jordan, Baba Ganoush, they were all game designers. They were really good. Post Wrath of the Lich King. Okay. Let me see. I know one thing. What is it? It's 120? Okay. Well, I'm excuse me. Get a sip of coffee here. I do believe I'm going to start winding the stream down because I'm getting a little bit hungry. But so we kind of already recapped. I think we did a little bit of TRP reading. We did a little bit of what is it? We hung out with the girlfriend a little bit, and thank you for coming out and hanging out. Thank you, Val, and thank you everyone that came and hung out for a while. We did some reacts too, and that was fun. We kind of chased the girlfriend around for a little bit, and she was just making me a mess and misbehaving. Val says, of course. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off and go get something to eat because I'm about to starve over here. Vodka says, I did no such thing. Oh my goodness, listen to her. Everybody here knows you did. They saw you doing it. They sure did. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off and grab a bite to eat. And girlfriend, I'll talk to you later tonight, or probably sometime just a bit later. And just thanks again, everybody, for coming out, and have a really good day. And we'll see you tomorrow, probably around the same time, probably about 10 a.m. All right, bye-bye for now.